When you take the project cost, 70% of cost involved in the material, 30 to 40 into labor and profit margin. We have grown last 10 years to 50 lakhs to 50 crore. It is not that adding a two cyber behind that numbers. It's added a value in terms of quality. The teamwork when you grow need to be developed and made it form that it help deliver what you think, exactly what the commitment you have to the customers. Generally, when we work about the methodology, also time durations need to be prepared. And each activity, technical challenges will happen on the methodology because our architect and the executions both are two different languages in terms of civil engineering part. My construction name is Jnanam Constructions. Last week also we got introduced to same models. But anyway, all are new faces. Let us introduce myself once again. My business started with 2015 within 50 lakh rupees of turnover. Last year, same. All are like entrepreneur. I also started. First two projects we struggled to get, after when I traveled to get a first order of 2,500 rupees, that became changed it as a survey work event. It became 225 lakh rupees of order with an effort and communications we had on the focus of customer centricity point of view. And we have in the 10 years span, we have gone to up to 50 crore of turnover company. Last year we did, and this year we are focusing on not 1 crore. This all happened within quality standard what we do and how we handle the clients and the way we execute the project after deliver the repeated orders what we are getting it. I'm a civil engineer having 22 years of experience, worked in L&T, Promkey BGR, ITD cementations, and again L&T in various sectors like planning, executions, and tendering process. Then last 10 years into business. My company core values, if you look it up, I just first, as many points he has said, that's all our customer centricity. We think about first customers is God. The same we also grown. Whatever client is needed, that is what we focus. Even the critical moment it comes, we think about that customer centricity. Even financial losses happen, we never think about that. We think again the customers is main about all about the business. When it's, the right word is customer God, but I use it as a technical term as customer centricity. I never ever change that line from that. Even my employees also won't change. I have 42 employees of line. All our point of view will be focused on the customer centricity. Whether the point is right to the customer, whether it is needed to the customers. And next is that integrity. Any situations, financial loss also, we never ever change to our what we agreed as a mutual contract term. It is not that we want to business without a profit. We do business with profit, but what we agreed and what we needed to that is what the integrity we think about in this fashion. And the reliability. We have grown last 10 years to 50 lakhs to 50 crore. It is not that adding a two cyber behind that numbers. It's added a value in terms of quality and repeatedly give that quality and grown. So it has given your repeated customers. When I approach the customers earlier, now customers are approaching us, as he said. Today, if Murli sir says, people come to him and the business comes to him. It won't happen by the day. It happened by the decades of experience and what he given. The same way we have also did and grown in terms of quality and become reliability to us. And teamwork we do as an year, but bringing this, came from different locations apart from Chennai to this forum. Where, ma'am? Bangalore. Excellent. You are? Trichy. What about you? Theni. Great. So that is what. The teamwork, it has got effort that different state of people, different district of people have reached here. Just to achieve this adult programs success and reaching all these point of view to develop the entrepreneurs. The same way my team is work for the only one point of view to develop our Jnanam Constructions company. That way your team also must be that. And commitment level we show to the customers. That is what we are, and in terms of delivering our project as mutual agreed. And our team is that around it is all office level people and few are from site. Other site unable to cover it because it is we work all over Tamil Nadu from last end Kanyakumari to till here Chennai. Our head office is located in Chennai, but around Chennai, around 42 people. In other locations, we have another 25 people. Our team has been established in various sectors like business development to B2C sector, project executions, and administration department, every project, and our operations handled by planning, accounts, and purchase and finance, and headed by one operations. And the execution for B2B jobs in a different sector, like more than 10 crore volume of job we handle in a different. Why I'm explaining this, how the team works when we grow. That is the reason. It is not that I'm establishing myself. I'm thinking that the teamwork when you grow need to be developed and made it form that it help deliver what you think, exactly what the commitment you have to the customers. So B2B customers more than 10 crore, again I split it into one operations who have more than experience than me, 35 years of experience, more than 3.5 decades. And along with them, there are project managers who handle more than 10 crore of volume projects. Site engineer list, if you look it up, unable to fill it further. So it is around 12 to 15. And planning department, we have individually each bigger size project. Then HR, we have basically to recruit the people and ensure the development of them. and also the business development and design part. And once okay, you all are designed, got the project. The project may be the interior or maybe the residential project or commercial building, anything. How we handle, what are the things will be included here. First is that when we go quote and get the order, and we will ensure only the margin it is there. Okay, order has been get different, all are into architect. What pricing need to be worked out for execution of that is nothing but budgeting. The project management stage before quote itself, sir told tendering process. Someone you are evaluating the vendor, but while quoting the job, if you are getting into the apart from architect, you are plan to decide to execution in the project, then executions happen at site, then client handling. You told you will not handle the client, and I mean will not use that word, but generally client should mutual discussion. Some additions will happen during the execution of time or changes. So client handling will be accounting of the whatever the finance is implementing time to time, because project durations, interior project take 1.5 months to 2 months, and construction take to even 6 months to 1 year. So accountability, whether we are traveling on the as estimated budget, it's happening or not, that will happen. Then handing over any defect, it's been defect should not come, you work out, but still some minor defects may come, cleaning of even tiles I found as some defect, so that need to be handled and clean. In this project management, how the executions happen, site setup is establishment happen, drawing and scope we understand, and planning of the resources and timing and budget. So all will be happen. When the planning comes, it again more detail it happens. Then work order management, machinery management, material management, quality, billing system, client handling, and safety. This all it happen at site that the execution happen properly. Any one thing is left out. Even you brought men, you engage the staff, the machinery is not reached on time. The ideal possibilities are happen. Let us think in small, think about the small residential product. You've taken 10,000 square feet of commercial building. You have taken G+4. It to be completed. What is the time duration taken for one residential building for G+1 to complete minimum? 1 year. What is it? Any answer? 8 months. 6 months. 8 months. Okay. I count in days. G+1 it is 120 days. G+2 it is 150 days. G+4 it is 210 days. The days are accountable for us. Even was we won't say in months, because months are again 30 days, 29 days, and 31 days. Exactly 150 days we plan for G+2. In that date we plan to complete. For that, this all the detailing need to have. Project execution, when you plan, major scope is come to the project planning. I'm saying 150 days I can complete the G+4 also, but the resource is major, and what you deploy into that resources and what are the machinery deployment methodologies all matter. Generally, a project planning happened to the 6 months. Trichy overcame, you have told no. What is the travel time you are taken to reach here? Sir, 5 hours. How you traveled? Car. Okay. It is exactly only 5 hours is right for reaching Chennai, or any other mode we can reach early. Flight 1 hour, including their takeoff and reaching here 3 hours. Okay. And if you drive by the train, 5 hours, 5 to 6 hours. So here the difference for reaching Chennai to Trichy, there are the answers are different. One is 5 hours, one is 6 hours, one is 3 hours. The same way, how many days you want the project to be delivered according to your client need. Based on that, your project plan will differ. That is nothing but methodology and time, minutes. I'm exactly counted as a minute, 6 M's. One is management team, what you want to deliver to the project. For example, take a 1 lakh square feet of building, you have got it. You have to build it in 1 year. Whether the single entrepreneur of you is quite enough, or only 1 or 2 supervisors enough to do the job? No. You need a project manager. You need a team project coordinator to report that. And you need a site engineers. You need a administration persons who handle the site. And you need a project planning engineer sequence of activities, which after which to be done. So after that, your store handling the material, inventory management is major. When you take the project cost, 70% of cost involved in the material, 30% of cost in the other factor, including of our little bit 70 or 60 to 70 into material, 30 to 40 into labor and profit margin. So handling our material portion, store person supposed to be there, and surveyor, marking level you need a surveyor. So team need to execute the project. Some first plan we have to do. Project management team, with whom, how you are going to plan to do execute the project. That is a major plot. Maybe single project or size is, again the size is different. If there are 2,000 square feet of building, one supervisor enough. Initially you have to do the marking, and marking to be ensured by the concern along with the client, everything. So project management team is in first parameter, which I prefer you have to do it. That we generally use a 6M. 6M is nothing but management team, methodology, minutes, minutes is nothing but time. So when you start, when you complete, then min, material, machinery part. So coming to methodology, again the project, it is same project, the methodology what is explained. We can travel by train, we can travel by freight, we can travel by bus. Which method you plan to reach that destinations? What is that? One concrete can be poured, example with a mixer machine, even RMC, even hand mix. It differs again the project to project. So I'm taking a small example of concreting. You can take a better, even plastering. You can do the manual plastering, machinery plastering, or instead of plastering, you directly apply the gypsums. The methodology involved into the project also you differ major into the project planning part. And sequence of activity, which activity after which activity is supposed to be done, that need to be arrived very detailedly. It helps you a lot to work out overall completion of the project. Generally, when we work about the methodology, also time durations need to be prepared. And each activity, technical challenges will happen on the methodology, because our architect and the executions both are two different languages in terms of civil engineering part. So you prepare the drawing, when you start asking to your site engineers or supervisor or contractor, even petty contractor, you start executing, they will not be understanding your mindset, how the work supposed to be executed. So for that, what you have to communicate, which activity, which manner to be executed. So that you should be clear and enough that what is the steps involved in the methodology, how to do that activity. Let us take any one example, doing of the same room partitions. It can be placed as an laminate board ready-madely available. That specification is supposed to be communicated, or plywood with that laminate sheet has to be pasted, and what is the application method, that need to be arrived and kept it well in before. So it helps a lot to reach out the achieve that time in terms of progress. And coming to minutes, what is the project duration while agreed with the client? Some project may be 1 year or 2 years, some project may be 6 months or so. Based on that, what is the overall durations, and in that involved of milestone, major milestone. One residential building, what are the milestones are there? Can you differ how you measure them? A project is going correctly or wrong? Residential project has been awarded to you, to the architects. So the project durations, as you told, 6 months or 8 months has been taken. How you will measure the project is going in the right directions in terms of time? Anyone can. Where and all you will measure the project levels.
So project management tool, but out of the inputs what we have got is we create a task, we create a dependencies, automatically percentage will be added. The employees who is working under that, once they complete, the percentage will get changed.
Yes, sir. That is a tool you are doing, sir. But I'm asking the thought process. Actually, because they start from excavations to the completion, still finishing. Absolutely. We will break down the stages. Major stages, if you look into excavation is in start, and plinth is basement level is in second, then the lintel level, roof level, and again blockwork completions, then plastering, internal painting, tiling. So if you look into one project can be broken into 10 to 15 or up to 25 breakdown structures. That breakdown structure we will measure, each will take how many days of time. So that breakdown structure, work breakdown section to be done, and you have to measure accordingly. Then it help you a lot. Somewhere you are backlogging, where to cover it off in the upcoming durations. Once the minutes is ready, who is our skilled contractor or manpower to be engaged, men and machinery, according to that time, you have to finalize the contractor, maybe the labor contractor or including material contractor, someone, that contract will be identified, done. Then coming to the material and also resources, let us think again the bigger size. I will say the example of one of my project. I did 30 villas in 10 months. 30 villas in 10 months in one boundary, which is that what is the labor strength needed? Can you say anyone? 30 villas to be completed in 10 months. Each villas of 2,900 square feet, say around 3,000. So it is needed of around 380 labors. The span is every day 380 labors was, then I can complete the project. That planning, how it comes, the breakdown structure we made, and after that, every day what is the sequence of labor supposed to work. With that, we are able to achieve that entire durations of project on time. We got award also from the client. That is, so that generally, since you are starting in the initial level, whenever the commercial bigger size product, minor or bigger, doesn't matter. Only you should have a proper planning, what is the resources needed, then help you a lot to make the project success and deliver on time. That is what I am trying to communicate. Then is material. Certain materials or lead times are higher. For example, some materials clients are more, particularly architect when specify, they never think about the where the source, they think about the design part. Then the resources where it has to be brought, some material may be available only in Rajasthan, particular granite or tiles or this one. So those lead time need to be evaluated and kept. Then it help you a lot how many days before you have to order that material. So like that material procurement plan can be done well with that time plan when you make it up. Then coming to machinery, the bigger size project again, where to place the crane and what is the distance it covers. For example, you've taken any one hotel in Chennai, bigger size 5-star hotel. ITC. ITC is done with the without machinery. It is possible to only with manpower. High-rise building, we have to place the crane in different locations, and the boom length is very important. How far it rotates, where the crane to be placed, and up to what is the height it will lift, when to replace the crane in a different time. So this all will help us to plan the machinery. Even the smaller project, mixer machine size or RMC sizes or vibrator, those tools all comes into the machinery part. So when you plan the project with that your team and methodology and time, men, machinery, material, it help you to deliver the project on time. So generally, whenever you take the project, my point of view that it is not that project is taken, I will commit it in 12 months or 8 months. Sometimes project may trigger into 6 months, you have to complete and give. It is possible to complete even bigger size project in 6 months with the proper planning. So let us plan and do it the project. Thank you.